What's up everyone, it's Nassim International here, and let's be real. You just landed a new contract and it's time to make sure this project is a slam dunk from day one. We're talking about the almighty kickoff meeting, the secret sauce to setting clear expectations and getting everyone on the same page. Listen, I've seen it all. Projects where the lines get blurry, communication goes sideways, and deadlines whoosh past like a Tesla on autopilot. But trust me, it doesn't have to be this way. A well-executed kickoff meeting is like laying down a solid foundation for a skyscraper. It prevents costly mistakes and keeps things running smoothly. In this video, I'm breaking down the 11 crucial steps to dominate your next kickoff meeting and set your project up for success. We'll cover everything from nailing down the agenda to tackling those awkward money conversations. So grab a pen and paper, because we're about to dive in. First things first, you need a game plan. And no, I'm not talking about a napkin scribble. We're talking a detailed agenda that outlines exactly what you'll be covering. This means introductions are crucial, especially if it's a big project with multiple stakeholders. Don't assume everyone knows each other. Next up, lay out the project overview, scope of work, the timeline, and who's responsible for what. Trust me, clarity is key here. You want to eliminate any confusion before it even has a chance to rear its ugly head. And don't forget to allocate time for those burning questions and concerns, because let's face it, there are always a few. Remember those introductions we talked about? This is where they come in. Make sure all the VIPs are present and accounted for, both from your side and the client's. This is your chance to put faces to names and solidify that all-important human connection. Don't just rattle off names like you're reading a phone book. Take a moment to highlight each person's role in the project. This shows you've put in the effort and helps everyone understand the pecking order. Remember, a cohesive team starts with strong introductions. Now it's time to zoom out and paint the big picture. Give everyone a clear and concise overview of the project's objectives. What are you ultimately trying to achieve? Define the scope, what's included, and just as importantly, what's not included. And of course, highlight the expected outcomes. What does success look like for this project? By setting these expectations up front, you're creating a roadmap that everyone can follow. Chapter 4. Discuss scope of work. Alright, time to roll up our sleeves and get into the nitty-gritty. This is where you break down the scope of work in detail. What are the specific tasks that need to be completed? What are the deliverables? The tangible things you'll be handing over? Don't be afraid to get granular here. The more specific you are, the less room there is for misinterpretations down the line. Remember, this is about getting everyone on the same page, right down to the finest detail. Chapter 5. Timeline and milestones. We all know time is money, so let's talk deadlines. Present a clear timeline that outlines the key milestones and deadlines. This isn't just about keeping the project on track, it's also about managing expectations. And let's be real, no project is without its hiccups. Are there any potential risks or challenges that could throw things off schedule? Address them head on. This shows you're proactive and prepared to tackle whatever comes your way. Chapter 6. Roles and responsibilities. Who's doing what? This is not the time for ambiguity. Clearly define the roles and responsibilities of each team member. Who's the point person for design? Who's handling client communication? Remember that game of telephone you played as a kid? Yeah, let's avoid that. When everyone knows who to contact for specific issues, it streamlines communication and prevents bottlenecks. Chapter 7. Let's talk about communication, or should I say, lack thereof. That's a recipe for disaster. In this chapter, you'll establish a clear communication plan that outlines how and when updates will be provided. Will you have weekly status meetings? Monthly progress reports? Who needs to be copied on what emails? By establishing these ground rules up front, you're setting the stage for seamless collaboration. Chapter 8. Okay, time to talk about the elephant in the room. Money. Review the contract terms and conditions, and I don't just mean skimming through it. Make sure everyone understands the payment schedule. Are there milestones that trigger payments? What about performance metrics? How is success being measured, and are there any penalties for not hitting those targets? These are crucial conversations to have up front to avoid any surprises or worse, disputes down the line. Chapter 9. No matter how thorough you are, there will always be questions. And that's a good thing. It shows your team is engaged. Dedicate a specific time slot for a Quanda session. Encourage everyone to speak up and address any concerns or uncertainties. This open forum fosters trust and ensures everyone feels heard and understood. Chapter 10. Before you wrap things up, recap the key points discussed and outline the next steps. What are the immediate action items? Who's responsible for what? This reinforces accountability and ensures everyone leaves the meeting knowing exactly what's expected of them. Remember, clarity is your best friend. Chapter 11. Listen, memories fade faster than you think. That's why it's crucial to send out detailed meeting minutes and any relevant documents to all attendees. This serves as a written record of what was discussed and agreed upon. Think of it as your project Bible. It's always there to refer back to if any questions or confusion arise later on. And trust me, it will save you a lot of headaches down the line. Outro. There you have it, folks. 11 steps to completely crush your next kickoff meeting. Remember, this is your chance to set the tone for the entire project. By investing the time and effort up front, you're setting the stage for a smoother, more efficient, and ultimately more successful collaboration. Don't underestimate the power of a well-executed kickoff meeting. It can make all the difference in keeping your projects on track, your clients happy, and your profits soaring. So go out there and dominate those meetings, and don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more game-changing business tips. Until next time.